college again. So yeah, last year I could pick out a 10. Last year I didn't have a problem picking out a 10. Where I was like this, and this. But are we doing honorable mentions, man?
I have one honorable mention.
Get the
for this. I have one
here,
honorable
bro. I couldn't even get 10.
Not 10
now
honorable
he needs
mentions.
11.
I'm gonna get 14 all of a sudden, man. Let me go look back at what I wrote. Or what I watched.
My honorable mentions would probably be TV shows more than movies.
Okay, Brandon, that doesn't count, dude.
I know
dude.
they don't count, but I'm just saying.
This is a movie podcast, buddy.
Sick one, Brandon. God.
All right, dude. Start the stream, dude. Start
We're already
whatever.
live, bro. We're live.
What is everyone saying, dude? What's everyone saying?
But we gotta get some viewers in here first, dude.
I got an honorable mention, man. I got one honorable mention as well now.
Okay.
That must be especially honorable if it's like the only one.
Yeah. It was
It's
so
like,
close.
It's a
to
big
making-
deal.
It was. Got left out of the top 10.
Uh-oh, we already got Harold in the chat. What's up, bro? How are you doing, dog?
What did
The
you
legendary
do?
Harold.
Hey, how was the whale, man? Great.
Cried, dude. Yeah.
Great.
I want you to spoil it.
God, dude, I gotta see it, man. I gotta see it. I'll go this Thursday.
The only locations are like the Imagine like Rochester and like some other one.
Dang.
Commit Grand Theft Auto, man.
What?
I told him to commit Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I thought you were
He
listing
doesn't,
Grand
he
Theft
doesn't have a
Auto.
fucking car. Yes, because he doesn't have a fucking car, dude. I told him to commit Grand Theft Auto.
Jesus.
What's the worst that could
Yank
happen?
somebody out of their car.
It doesn't. No, dude. You don't have to yank someone out of their car, man. It can
Well,
just be a car
that's
sitting
how
on the
people
street.
do it in GTA.
I thought that was like the definition of it.
I thought it was just you steal a car. Oh no, that's just theft.
Well,
Oh yeah.
well, you could also do that, but like that's another like example of doing it.
Or you could hitchhike, dude. Bring that back, man. Be sure to wear your Galaxy of Film. Be sure to wear your Galaxy of Film T-shirt if that's what you're doing. So you know what's
Brandon's on the fucking side of the highway hitchhiking to the whale.
That's how we get our promotion.
What is it, dude? What highway runs through there? Isn't that like M53 or something like that? That's like Utica. It's the Hall Road. You have to take Hall Road, and then it transfers into that highway to get to Rochester. One of the busiest freaking highways there is in Little Michigan over there. Besides I-75, of course. But.
Yes, it is.
It could work, dude. I believe in you. Hitchhiking
Get
on
out
the
there,
way there.
man.
You trust me?
Yeah, bro. This is
Or
what you
take
should
a-
have done when I was in Michigan, bro. You should have hitchhiked up to East Lansing.
Yeah, dude. Man, oh man, that was a blast, bro. Dude, I found out $25 for the cover at one of the bars on New Year's Eve.
God damn.
That's what I'm
dude.
saying, man. That's why I was just drinking my little tequila and limeade and what's the orange juice one? Mimosas.
I can't even imagine what cover's like here in Vegas at this point.
You're
I
in
don't
Vegas?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas, and I don't go out anymore. I'm too old for that. But yeah, the prices were already ridiculous 10 years ago.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Damn, dude. That's funny. Tyler's from Vegas. He goes there quite frequently. Our musician.
Oh, yeah?
That's kind of cool. Damn, man. Yeah, I can imagine. Probably like 25 might be an average out there, I assume.
Yeah.
20 is at least for a cover charge.
Oh yeah, it just keeps going up.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's rough. Whew. How are our listeners in the chat doing tonight, guys? Everyone doing alright?
I can't even see the chat, bro.
Why don't you have the stream on your TV, dude? You did last time. Come on now, bro.
Oh, 4 people are watching, bro. Probably me, you, David, and Brandon.
I'm gonna bring it up on my phone right now.
Oh well, dude.
How do I do this?
I'm
Harold
super
says he's
awesome.
super awesome. Hell yeah,
That was
dude.
Super awesome.
Where's my TV remote?
Yeah, dude. Happy to be here. Thanks, Gamer Harold. Thanks, man.
What a G.
Chad
Dude.
Freeman.
Yo,
Oh,
what up, Chad?
Chad's
Welcome
in.
to the group. Welcome to the stream, bro. About to begin our top 10 list in just a moment.
While you guys are out there, that ad in the beginning of this episode was great, man. Really put in some good work for that.
Jesus, dude. Brandon, you get your TV settled, dude?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now.
Okay, dude. Watching what on YouTube, man? Us or just watching like car crashes?
Car crashes? What do you watch on fucking YouTube?
Car crashes, dude. Motorcycle ones, car crash.
Obviously.
Those are kind of addicting, actually.
No, they are, dude. There's one about that bridge that's so low. It's in like mid east or whatever, northern eastern state or something. And it's just so low that no semi, none of those like enterprise trucks, FedEx, like bigger trucks can get under it, but they all think they can. And the truck just explodes, man.
Damn, dude.
It's pretty cool.
I'll give a shout out. I'll give a shout out to the
That's
channel.
fine.
I'll give a shout out to the channel, dude.
Who we got here? Harold knows what your top movie is, bro.
Mine?
Probably. That's what he says in the chat, bro. He also knows the top movie.
11'8" bridge. That's it. William Hebby with an EM, just like William Dafoe. 9.3 million views 6 years ago.
Oh, was this the accident you're talking about, dude?
No, it's not an accident, dude. It's just the bridge that none of the semi trucks can get under. Any of the big delivery trucks.
I thought,
Yeah.
never mind, dude. It's Morbin time. Hell yeah, Chad, it's fucking Morbin time.
Who the fuck just said it's
Yeah.
Morbin time, bro?
No, just no.
The only
That's what
movie that can
Brandon's
end up on all 4 of our lists, I'm sure.
I'm so glad I passed on that movie when I did.
I was gonna put it in my top 10. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Just for shits and giggles, I was gonna put my top 10. Dead ass.
I'm not kidding. It's probably like one of my favorite superhero movies of the year. It was a bad year for superhero movies, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
was.
Yeah.
Where does it rank in the top 40 for you, man? Upper 20 or lower 20?
it's like 41, let's say.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Honorable mention. Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention on the list of 40.
Nah,
Jesus Christ. Are you guys all ready to begin the podcast? Yeah?
let's do it.
Yeah,
Been
everyone
ready, yeah.
Let's do this shit, yo. All right, and welcome back to another brand new episode of Galaxy of Film. I am, of course, your host, Max, joined with my shorter co-host, Danilo. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. You know what I've been thinking? New year, new me. I'm getting a tattoo, man. Schedule an appointment. Like a consultation thing. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Did you already schedule one, or are you going to schedule one?
I sent them the email. You have to like do it. COVID like really fucked things up, I guess. But you gotta like send them an email, and then they get back to you. You show them like the pictures, what you want, where you want it, price range you were looking at, black and white, all that. You know, it's like a form you fill out or whatever, and it's just on their website. So I filled that out. They say it'll take about like 3 to 4 days to get back to me. See like, you know, here are your prices. Here's the artist we recommend. You know, and then I go in and see them. Then we do the next appointment, which is getting it.
Okay, sweet, dude. What are you trying to get?
Dude, I'm trying to get a Latin quote. I don't even know what it's. I don't even know how to pronounce it in Latin. But it's like the cast or the dice has been thrown or something like that, dude. From like the greatest dude of all time, Julius Caesar, man. And it means like there's no turning back. Like you just like you know.
Okay.
Like there's just no turning back. And I was gonna get like on top of that, like this like Roman guy like kind of breaking through like my leg or something.
Oh, so you're gonna get a big fucking tattoo, like a big.
Yeah, dude. Like 4x4, 3x3, like huge, man.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah, dude. And you know, gotta keep on the soccer tradition. On the leg, bro. On the quad or whatever.
There you go. There you go. What made you want to do it all of a sudden, man?
I was like, you know what? I've always wanted one, man, but I just was never like, I like committed to it. You know, I was always like, we'll get one eventually. We'll get one eventually. Just kind of pushing off. But I'm like, New Year, gotta start it off strong, man. I'll be unrecognizable like C-3PO was in Force Awakens, man.
There you go. There you go, dude. I've never heard you positively reference the sequel trilogy. So that right there, dude, is the new year right
dude,
there.
That is such cap, bro. Because The Last Jedi is still the greatest of the last 6 Star Wars movies to ever come out. Yep.
Anyways, introducing someone who has some taste over here. Brandon, how are you doing, bro?
Did you have a good New Year's, Max?
Did I have a good New Year's? Yeah, dude. What did I do for New Year's? I think I just chilled.
Oh man, you just chilled?
Yeah, just chilled. I went to the Acorn Drop downtown. That was a thing. Kind of sucked, you know.
Oh,
Damn.
nice, bro.
Yeah. What was your New Year's like, Brandon? Did you get do you have a couple drinks, pal? A couple Mike's Hards?
I went to a party. Had a couple drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of disappointed by like how many drinks I had. Actually, I wish I drank more.
That's the spirit right there,
That is
Brandon.
what I love. Give this man his keys, bro.
Went a little too soft on the drinks, and I didn't get any shots in me, so I was a little bit disappointed.
Okay. Well, how many drinks did you have New Year's?
4, but they were like the hard lemonade, so they were like baby drinks, pretty much.
Ah, come on, man.
I know.
Dang, what are you drinking tonight, Brandon? That's what matters.
Water.
Wow, dude.
Come on. This is Galaxy of Film live, Brandon. You have to drink, dude. It's your tradition.
Yeah, I am drinking. I'm drinking water.
It's not the same, man. Not the same. Ought to be ashamed of yourself, dude. Ought to be ashamed. Dang.
God, dude. Oh, God.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, boy. It's been a few weeks since he's been on. A few weeks. Honestly, dude, I can't even tell you. Last year was just a blur. We've done so many movies and had so many guest stars. But it's been a minute. He's been one of our friends on the show for a long time now. We've got David from Piecing It Together. How are you doing, man?
I am doing great, and The Last Jedi is, in fact, the best of the recent Star Wars movies.
Dang.
Yeah, see, man, this guy gets movies, man. This guy gets it.
What did you have to drink, David, for New Year's? That'll be the real question for you then.
I had a couple glasses of wine. How about that?
Sophisticated.
Classy.
Okay.
Yeah. Stayed home, relaxed, That
Okay.
kind of New Year's, yeah.
Just kind of chilling. I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yep. Rewatched Top Gun Maverick, and just hung out.
Nice, man. Top Gun's dope. Top Gun Maverick is damn dope.
Chad just booed me in the chat.
Damn. Oh, for our listeners out there, we've got a very special episode for you this week. Obviously, if you're listening to the episode on the podcast format, you now know this has been a live streamed episode that we do on our YouTube channel, Galaxy of Film Productions. So go ahead, subscribe to that if you want to stay tuned and watch these live when we do these episodes from now on. But tonight, guys, we are talking about our 10 favorite films from 2022. We did this last year as well. A link down below to last year's episode. I know Danilo had some interesting picks last year. That was kind of surprised made it on there. So I'm very curious.
A top 5, dude. I have a top 5. I don't do top 10s of the year, man. It's a top 5, bro. It's a top 5.
This is your second year doing a top 10, dude. You do top 10s now.
No, man, I'm going to stick to my top 5, bro. 10 is just way too much. It's 5 and then it's honorable mentions.
So next year we're going to be in the same position, doing the list
Next year it's going to be our top 5 with 5 honorable mentions.
And
then the list will be solid, dude. And then the list will be solid.
What do you do? Just watch 5 good movies and then watch
I stand by that.
Movies the rest of the time?
There are only about 5 to 7 great movies that come out a year.
Okay, so then just make it a top 7 then.
No, man, it's a top 5, bro. Those 2 honorable mentions. It's a 5, dude. It's a 5, man. Top 10 of all time, top 5 of the year, man.
Jesus, dude. Jesus.
High standards.
Something like that, man. Something like
Seriously.
that. Brandon, do you want to get us started, dude, with number 10? We're going to save our honorable mentions for the end of this, before we get to number 1, to see what could have made it on the list. But do you want to get us started, dude, with number 10?
I would like to start off. My number 10 might surprise some of you guys. Like Danilo, I didn't watch a lot of movies this year, but I managed to get at least a top 10 in here, so suck on it, Danilo.
I wasn't drinking Mike's Heart on New Year's, bud.
Okay, dude. Okay. Anyways, my number 10 is Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Okay. All right, some animation love, dude. We didn't even cover this on the show this year. Nice.
So going into this movie, I wasn't really expecting much. I just thought, it'd be just a, cute film, on Disney Plus. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. It has shades of Who Framed Roger Rabbit in it, which, I love that movie so much. So just kind of seeing that being interpreted in this movie already gave me a high bar already. I also like how many references they got in with that movie. There's South Park references. There's like what else is there? There's like other like
Isn't
similar
Ugly
to
Sonic
like
in this?
Roger Rabbit. Yes, he is. He is a supporting character, by the way.
That's dope.
He saves the day. He saves the day.
Oh shit, dude! I need to watch this then. It was on my watch list. I didn't get a chance to do it, man.
He is the hero of this movie, Ugly Sonic.
Hell yeah, dude! Love that.
But yeah, it has shades of those like references, kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, when they had like Looney Tunes and Disney characters like mixed together. They have like more like over the top ones that you wouldn't even expect in here. So that was just nice Easter eggs to see. John Mulaney and Andy Samberg I did not expect them to do these parts as good as they are, but they kind of fit with the movie and the tone that they were going for, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
They play Chip and Dale respectively. I forget which one is which. Yeah, this is just a fun little like mystery movie, for Disney Plus.
Okay, dude. All right. Danilo, you're up next to you. What's your number 10?
Listen, man, there's one drug that people just love in life, but it's illegal, and that's cocaine. And that's what Jake did, dude, when he did Ambulance with the other guy. And it was a great movie, man. I wanted to turn off my brain. I wanted to just go in there and see some explosions, see the same drone shot like 50 times, and that's what happened, man. Saw some cop cars blow up. I saw some ambulances blow up, dude. It was just a fantastic. It was a ride, dude. It was a ride. Everyone was coked up on it. There was like, it was a great movie, man. And you know what? Number 10, Ambulance.
Great fucking pick, dude. Absolutely great pick.
Yeah, dude.
David,
I get that on 4K, bro.
It is a pick.
Didn't it get a steelbook?
No, I just got the 4K, I think. But load that shit in the soundbar.
Great movie. Great pick.
Blast that.
David, what is your number 10, man?
My number 10 is Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, which, as far as I'm concerned, is like the best possible version of a new Beavis and Butthead movie, or even anything like Property, show, or anything like that. And it basically is like a 90-minute episode of the show, but it is so funny. It so perfectly brings those two idiot characters to like 2022 and everything going on in the world. And the whole sequence where they're discovering what white privilege is one of the funniest things I've seen in a movie this year. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And if you're a fan of Beavis and Butthead, it's just awesome to have them back.
Okay, dude. Love the animation love right off the bat, dude. Nice. Very nice. For my number 10 pick, this is a little bit of a weird one for me. It was a lot higher originally, but kind of fell down a bit. But still holds up, and I'd like to give it a rewatch soon. That is Robert Eggers' The Northman, dude. This felt like just a video game epic quest through the entire thing. I love the volcano fight at the end of this thing. It felt just like a fucking boss fight. Anya was great in this. I love this film, dude. This was a lot of fun. Definitely deserves a rewatch as well. Yeah, The Northman. We did an episode on this one, so I don't really know what else to say about this. We did a full, I think like a 2-hour episode, actually, man. But,
yeah, no, we talked a lot about it, man.
Yeah, this and The Lighthouse. But The Northman was fucking dope. I know you weren't a big fan of this one, Danilo, but...
I wasn't, dude. Didn't even crack my top 5, bro. Dang. And then my 5 honorable mentions, it didn't crack.
Dang, dude. It almost fell off, not gonna lie. My honorable mention and this one are really fighting for it. But The Northman was number 10 for me, for sure. Brandon, what is your number 9, dude?
My number 9 is Jackass Forever.
Ooh.
Nice.
I love the Jackass movies. They're just so hilarious. It's just a group of guys just doing stupid, ridiculous stuff, and it's entertaining as hell. And Jackass Forever is just everything rolled up into one. What all Jackass fans like, everything's here for you.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of dicks in the movie. But somehow it's freaking hilarious. All the new cast that they bring in just fits so well with the group. Like I said, it's just a bunch of stupid guys doing stupid stunts and pranks, and it's wonderful, wonderful entertainment.
Absolutely, dude. I saw that in theaters and absolutely loved it. It's a great one. Great celebrity guest stars too, like Tyler the Creator's in this thing. It's great, dude.
Is it Machine Gun? I think Machine Gun Kelly's in that movie actually too.
Yep.
There's a couple celebrity in there.
Yeah, dude. Jackass Forever's a great pick. Very good. I almost forgot about that one too, man.
I know that came out in February. I think that was like one of the
Yeah, it was
earlier in the year.
Really early release. Dang. Danilo, what is your number 9, dude?
This might get some flack, dude. This really might. But I'm going to stand by this pick just because it was so interesting to me. And that'll be A24's Men.
Oh.
I enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
I don't really know what the hell it's about. I still have no idea. But it intrigued me. It intrigued me. I thought the directing was good. Thought, the score was great. Just a weird fucking movie, man. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure.
Okay, dude. Dang, that was like summertime, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that was all. And you know why maybe it also might be up there, man? Because it was the first movie I saw when I moved.
Oh.
It was like the first one I saw in a new theater, new people, new experience, new screen. Nothing's gonna be AMC Forum 30, dude, on Mound Road. Greatest theater to ever exist. But it was it was an interesting movie. It intrigued me.
Still need to watch that one, dude. Still need to watch it. So I feel you.
For sure.
Probably my least favorite Alex Garland movie, but he's always so interesting. Even if it doesn't all work, it's totally worth watching.
It is worth watching for sure. It's an interesting watch.
David, what is your number 9?
My number 9 is a kind of a difficult recommendation, but I absolutely loved. It's called Triangle of Sadness. It won the top prize at Cannes this year, and it's not like some kind of like stuffy film though. It's like absolutely insane, over the top, ridiculous comedy in which a bunch of rich people are on a cruise, and the cruise just goes completely off the rails, and it's completely nuts, and it is very heavy-handed in its themes, but it's so funny in just how far it pushes and how like ridiculous it all gets. And it's one of those rare movies where you really have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next, like from every scene to the next scene. And it's just so much fun. And if you can kind of get through its length, because it is a little too long. I think that's kind of a theme this year. Every movie is too long, and this one definitely is too. But aside from that, it's so much fun.
Nice, man. I need to see that one. The trailers looked great, though. I do remember the trailer very vividly. It's nice. Good pick, man. Good pick. My number 9 spot is actually also Ambulance, dude. This movie is a fucking riot.
Oh, they did.
I think this is like our most quoted movie of this year on the podcast, honestly. Because we don't stop over and over again, dude. Yeah. If for our listeners who did not listen to that episode, they have no fucking clue what we're screaming about like every other week. But Ambulance is fun, man. Just a wild fucking ride. Definitely need that 4K as well. Definitely do.
It's nuts, bro. And you can tell they were on something for that movie, dude. Especially in that scene where he said, "We don't stop," bro. When he's just slamming the ambulance dashboard, dude. Saying, "We don't stop! We don't stop!" You can just tell, bro. You can just tell.
Did you just throw your phone? What the fuck was that, dude? Oh, we just lost Danilo.
He broke his camera.
Yeah, we just lost Danilo, dude.
We're okay, man. We're okay.
That's how excited he is about Ambulance.
It's so fucking good, dude. Brandon. You gotta watch it.
It's a great fucking film, dude. It's a great.
I'm not excited about Ambulance too,
man. But
so fucking good. Brandon, what is your number 8 spot, man?
My number 8 goes to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I really liked the themes mostly about this movie. I just like the balance between new culture and traditional culture, and how both have good points, but it's kind of they're in a struggle. So I kind of like seeing that played out in this movie. I like how well they did a little tribute to Chadwick Boseman in the opening of the movie. I thought that was great that they did, and how they carried it over throughout the rest of the film. The movie's not perfect, but I definitely think the positives outweigh the negatives for me.
Okay.
Especially some of the performances. Angela Bassett just gives such a phenomenal performance as the Queen. It's almost like award worthy, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really all I have to say.
Okay, dude. I like the cold open, like you said, Brandon. Very standout point in that film, for sure. Someone in the chat said, Wakanda water. Is Brandon drinking?
I was laughing at too.
Oh,
Generic store water.
oh, fuck. Danila, what is your number 8, dude?
I don't know who's seen this fucking movie, dude, but I'll tell you what it is, man. It's called The Outfit. It has, I don't even know who the fuck's in it, dude. The girl, who was the stupid girl from Zombieland, bro? That act, Zoe Dutch.
Oh, the younger one, right?
Yeah. She's in it, and some famous old guy.
Mark Rylance.
Yeah, that guy. And anyway, though, man, it's this weird movie that looks really interesting, actually. It came out in, like, February or something. Or, like, March. Early of the year, for sure. And it looked, like, interesting, but kind of bad at the same time. Because, you had to, flip a coin for when it's those early movies. So I didn't watch it, but it's just when I was still living in Rochester or whatever. I had a coworker who told me, he's like, Danilo, this movie's something special. This is so good. It's just a fun thriller movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, man. It really is. It's not shot the best, and that's the only reason why it's not 8 and not 7, because I do prefer this mystery over the 7 mystery that I put on this list. But it's intriguing, man. I watched it like a few months ago on Peacock. It's on there. So
oh, okay. Peacock.
Yeah.
Peacock.
I'm always on that app, dude. Gotta watch My Office.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
my
forgot.
soccer.
That's why you have Peacock. Yeah, dude.
You get The Office and you get the fucking Premier League soccer on it, so gotta watch it, man.
It's a solid movie, and you're right. Nobody watched it, but they should. It's good.
I haven't even heard of it, dude. Yeah, that's
solid.
Check
It's one of your solid B movies, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check it out, dude. I'll have to check that out. Especially on Peacock.
Yes.
David, what is your number 8, dude?
My number 8 is Jordan Peele's Nope.
Okay.
Which I actually think is his best movie. I mean, Get Out gets, a lot of credit for being so groundbreaking. Us, I don't like as much as either of these two movies. I think Nope is his best, mainly because he's just leaning into just being a fun blockbuster. It's just like the best alien invasion sci-fi type blockbuster we've gotten in a long time. All the performances are fantastic. It's incredibly shot. The score is fantastic. And it's just a really great time at the movies, and Jordan Peele knows how to make one of those.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad you said you like the performances, dude, because, like, I was a little... I don't know if I wanted to say, like, blind-faced or whatever, but, like, I was wondering if I really enjoyed Keke Palmer or not, because I grew up with her on, like, Nickelodeon and stuff. So I'm glad you said that. That's cool.
That's funny, yeah, because I didn't really know her before this, so that's funny. Like, I come from the opposite end, so...
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Nope's a good pick. Nope is a good pick. Number 8 for me is a little movie that I really don't think people watched, but it was a lot higher for me initially. I did an LFG on it. This little movie called On the Count of Three. I don't really talk about, like, mental health stuff on the show very often, but, like, depression is something I deal with, and this is a movie that addresses this in a very, like, dark humor fashion. Very, I don't want to call it heartwarming, but it feels grounded in that sense. Like, I can relate to this film very much so. Yeah, this film just has you rethinking a bit, man. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely think this is one worth watching for sure. All about two friends who just want to off themselves, so they decide they're too pussy to do it, so they'll kill each other for each other, but they have one last day on Earth before they go ahead and go out. And it's a fucking wild ride, dude. Fuck the Fonz in this movie. If you've seen it, you know why. But, yeah, man. On the Count of Three, could not recommend this movie enough, man. It's very underrated. Brandon, what is your number 7, dude?
Real quick, man. Real quick. It's
Okay.
on Hulu for anyone. For anyone who wants to watch it, I believe it's on Hulu.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah,
That's
I think
good.
it just got added to Hulu. Yeah.
Sweet. I have to give that a rewatch, man. When you say little... Chad in the chat said, when you said little movie nobody saw, I thought Avatar 2. Nah, I couldn't watch Avatar 2, man.
Fuck Avatar 2. If I ever see James Cameron out on the streets of Hollywood, I'd swing. If I ever see him on the streets of Detroit, I'd swing. East Lansing, I'd swing. Chicago, I'd swing. The only state I wouldn't would be Boston.
Why Boston?
They're racist.
Okay.
What? It's a proven fact, dude. It's not something.
I'm not denying it. I didn't think you were gonna go that.
Vegas, I'd swing too. Don't worry, man. I got your back in Vegas.
Thank you.
But not Raleigh?
Yep.
Fuck you, dude. You've been to my house.
He ain't coming to Raleigh, bro. He ain't coming to Raleigh.
Thank fucking God, dude.
Cause you'd swing, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll stand by it, dude. Hot take. I think the only good thing James Cameron has done is writing Rambo 2.
You wrote Rambo 2?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
He has a writing credit at least. I'm gonna give it that to him.
Wait,
Yeah,
didn't he
dude,
also write didn't he write the first Alien too?
The
Or the second one?
The second one.
The second one?
Yeah, man. Not a James Cameron fan. I've never seen. You know what, dude? I'll piss off the chat a little bit. The only Terminator I've seen is Salvation. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
pissing me off too. What's going on here?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, start swinging.
I will. I got your back, man. I haven't seen any Terminator though, actually. So
Oh.
I can't even.
I
I
can't
haven't
even
either, but I know that's a bad thing.
Oh, what's going on here?
Bad.
Brandon, what is your number 7, man?
So this is where we get to the really good movies on my list. From 7 onward.
Hey, that's really funny, man. That's really funny because you know what I said in the beginning of the stream? I said there are probably 5 to 7 good movies that would make a list. And yeah. Let's hear your fucking number 7 now, bud.
Yeah, you want to hear my number 7?
Yeah.
My number 7 is Glass Onion.
Same, dude. Same.
Yours is number 7 too?
Yep. Same.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of fucks.
Just dying over there.
Oh shit. Well, give me your explanation, dude. Why do you like Glass Onion?
Yeah, I will get to it. Glass Onion, the mystery is just so good here. I love how it plays with the audience, and how it you perceive it as you watch it. Like there's moments in the movie where you think something happened, but then you know your brain thinks otherwise, and then it goes back and forth with how it actually happened, and then they get this big twist of how it all just comes together towards the end. I just really love that, and Ryan Johnson just does great with this movie once again. Cast is great as well. There's Edward Norton. Who else is in this movie? Leslie Odom Jr., Catherine Hahn, Kate Hudson, I believe, is in this movie. Yeah, just another just all-star cast in this one. And I'm just really shocked how good this one is too. It's not as good as Knives Out, but the mystery I just can't describe it. It's just really, really good. And how it just gets revealed.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't see any spoilers because I haven't seen this one yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, dude. I was at the mother of my niece and nephews for Christmas, and they wanted to put it on. We started it the first 10 minutes, and I was like, not a single one of you have seen Knives Out. I cannot watch this movie with you. I can't. So I just kind of went home.
Yeah, I think I just read recently where it's becoming the third most watched film of all time on Netflix.
Good for Ryan, dude. Honestly, good for Ryan. Because I know Daniil, you were worried about the Netflix stuff with Glass Onion initially.
Yeah, and that's why it's at number 7, dude. And also, dude, it's not hard to beat a Netflix original. Look at the fucking shit they put out.
True.
I mean, come on now. Yeah, dude, if it's in the top 3 streaming, that doesn't blow my mind at all,
All
man.
girl.
Yeah, dude. You got Tall Girl. You got the Fear Street trilogy. You got. You know what? You know what, Max? I'll even please you, dude. I'll go as far as say it's The Irishman as well. It's a long ass fucking movie. I'm serious, dude.
No,
Netflix is. No, Netflix has put out shit, dude. So you know what? Yeah, it's no surprise that something they can put out, which hits people's number 7, is one of their third most, top stream movies. What's number 2? El Camino. I'm serious, dude. And why would that be? Because everyone who watched Breaking Bad watches that shit, and everyone in the world watched Breaking Bad.
Not only that, it's still on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Breaking Bad, yeah, dude. It's been on there since I was in high school. I started watching Breaking Bad in 2014, dude. Damn, I feel fucking old. It's 2023 now. Jesus, man.
Anyway, Glass Onion's at number 7 for me as well, dude. It'll never live up to Knives Out. I don't think any of it in the next 2 will. The mystery was alright. It wasn't the best thing I've seen personally. And I hate Janelle Monáe as an actress. I can't stand it. So I was so, and Edward Norton too. I just hate Edward Norton as well.
Really?
And the reason why, I do, man. I watched what did I watch? Motherless Brooklyn of his, which I didn't like.
I really wanted to watch that. That's where he has like the speech impediment, right?
Yeah, dude. The fuck. I had what else did I have, dude? Oh god, and here's my biggest hot take. I saw him in Fight Club. Couldn't give a fuck about that movie with him in it at all. So you know what? Dude. This I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then yeah, man, it was all right. It wasn't anything too special. But it's gonna be hard to beat going to a theater and seeing Knives Out for the first time, in my opinion, because it was just something so new and so fresh compared to all the other blockbuster movies that were coming out at that time.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I feel you. David, what is what were we on, number 8, 7? I forget. 7, yeah.
7, yeah. Probably the most polarizing movie of at least the end of the year. It's Damien Chazelle's Babylon, which is very love it or hate it. Some people just absolutely see no worth in this movie whatsoever. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. It's a movie about 1920s Hollywood as everything was switching over from silent pictures to talkies, and about these actors and people who are trying to navigate that change. Mm-hmm. And this is a movie really for anyone who's ever kind of held on to the dueling ideas of Hollywood is the best thing ever and Hollywood is the worst thing ever. And it's kind of showing both of those sides at the same time. And it's just an absolute blast, and it's such a show-off of a movie. I mean, that's kind of been Damien Chazelle's thing forever, with Whiplash and La La Land. I mean, this is continuing that, but just times 1,000 and more cocaine, like an ambulance. So
watch it, man. Not because of the cocaine, but because I didn't even know what the hell the movie was about. So I'm happy you told me that it was like the silent film to talkies. And the only other movie that I saw that was like that was Singing in the Rain, man.
Absolutely.
And I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, I just love that movie, man.
It's very inspired by Singing in the Rain. Very, very inspired.
Yeah,
that's dope, dude.
One was a movie I wanted to check out, too.
That runtime was just intimidating, man. It's like 3 hours and 10 minutes, I think, or 15?
Yeah, it's very long.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out, though. Yeah, man. I also love Singing in the Rain. I saw I see in like the regional theater we had locally. I see performances of it growing up, which is cool. But definitely have to check Babylon out. For me, number 7 is a little bit of a recent movie that came out in November, actually. I thought this was going to be harder, dude. Not going to lie. Like, this whole top 10 list was a rough one for me. That is the only reason why this one is so low. But Weird, the Al Yankovic story. I'm a huge Weird Al fan. That's no secret. I mean, my next short film is heavily inspired by Weird Al. But yeah, dude, like, I loved, like, this movie, minute for minute, like, every bit of this thing. This is a movie I wish I could have made. But at the same time, I don't think I could have made better, in a sense. I wish this had a proper, like, theatrical release, though. You know, great, it was, like, Roku's first major exclusive movie or whatever. I'm sure this did wonderful for their streaming service, but I would have loved to have seen this in the theater, dude. Really would have. I don't know. I also hope it gets a physical release one day. That'd be kind of cool. I can only imagine what the steelbooks would be like. Hopefully they get creative. Maybe have like an accordion design where the spine kind of opens up. That could be neat.
Nice.
I don't know. But Weird the Al Yankovic story at number 7 for me, dude. Brandon, what's your number 6?
Number 6 is a movie. I don't think that came out not too long ago. The Fabelmans. The Fabelmans.
Okay.
I just watched this a couple days ago, so this was like right at the tail end of the of last year. But this is just a wonderful coming of age story. It's inspired by Steven Spielberg's life, how he like ended up becoming a filmmaker in his or I guess the story is more about him like as a kid through his like high school years. Mm-hmm. So it's how his filmmaking comes his life and what his family is going through around this time, with all these secrets and all these like different interactions with each other. It's a wonderful film. It's 2.5 hours, but it is a little slow in the beginning, I will say, but it definitely like keeps you invested throughout the whole way. Seth Rogen's in it. Paul Dano gives a really good performance in this. Michelle Williams too, actually. She does a really good job playing the mom in this. And also the guy who plays what's his name in the movie? Sam Fabelman, who's I believe is probably Steven Spielberg, like fictionally. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it goes. It kind of explores him like in high school for a little bit, and what it kind of inspires him to be a filmmaker. Even without Spielberg, I think it's just a really good film on itself about, taking risks, whatever the consequences may be, in the end, and basically like nothing, like having nothing stop you to reach your career or your goals. It's just a very personal and inspirational film for me. I really love this film.
Okay, dude. I've heard good things about this. I need to watch it. I've seen the scene of, I forget the executive who it is, but Spielberg was talking like in an interview of like the first higher up he had ever met or whatever. The particular scenes when he's going through the office, like the paintings, talking about the horizons. I've seen that scene and really enjoyed it. So I'll definitely have to watch the full thing sometime, dude. Good pick.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I mean, you have to rent it, but I mean, it's worth checking out.
Okay, dude. Nice pick. Danilo, are you looking at this chat, bro?
No, what are they saying, man?
We got a comment saying, well, here are 2 comments back to back, okay? Or 3, excuse me. There were 30 great movies I saw this year. Then Janelle Monáe rules. And then we have Singing in the Rain always makes me think of A Clockwork Orange.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. And that is the greatest movie of all time.
Jesus
That is
Christ.
the greatest movie of all time.
What is your number 6, Danilo?
Listen, dude. I only have 2 types of music that I listen to. Rap and classical music. Mm-hmm. And that's really it, man. But I grew up in a family that loved Elvis. My Oma has a fucking Elvis room, dude. I could give a fuck about Elvis, bro. But everyone was just, jacking off to this movie called Elvis that came out. So I was like, okay, let me go to the theater and watch it. This movie was pretty dope, dude. Number 6 is Elvis. Really enjoyed it. Tom Hanks was in. But the kid who played Elvis, dude, to come from fucking Disney Channel and then give a performance like that is truly something special, in my opinion. Because I don't know anyone else who has done that. Even your big names like Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez. But no, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought there was gonna be more like him battling with like the Colonel, like Tom Hanks' character. Mm-hmm. But like maybe that just wasn't part of history. But I thought maybe we were gonna see more of that besides like the few fights we did see. But the few fights that we did see were pretty cool. Had me intrigued. Got to learn more about his life. I thought the dramatization was great. Thought the cinematography was fantastic. Some of the CGI was a bit off every now and then, but what can you do? But yeah, dude, number 6 was Elvis. I felt bad for him when he died then at the end of the film.
Very good pick, dude. Very good pick. What do you mean spoilers, dude? Shut up. Go drink a Mike's, Brandon.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Jesus Christ. David, what is your number 6?
Number 6 is Ambulance.
There we
Oh
go.
my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Bay's best movie since Pain and Gain. It's so freaking good, and it's just nonstop insanity.
So good.
What else can you say?
So damn good, dude. So damn
Yeah. Hell yeah. Guys coming on the show more, man.
Oh, my number 6 is a little movie that I think was the only movie I watched on this platform all year on Apple TV. Couldn't even tell you what the last fucking movie I watched on here was besides this. But Cha Cha Real Smooth. This movie kind of under the radar, it feels like, for a bunch of people.
I've heard that movie.
Yeah, man, it's real dope. It kind of put me onto Dakota Johnson, dude. Like, I only knew her as the 50 Shades girl, and being in high school when the 50 Shades movies were coming out, I had no interest in them. So I kind of just, associated her with that movie, didn't really seek out anything she put out. But Alex Reams, one of our regular guest stars, he put me onto this movie, and I fucking loved it, dude. This movie's all about basically loving someone you can't have, and I feel like at some point in our lives we either have experienced that or will experience that. And yeah, this movie hits hard, dude. Truly does. Definitely check it out. Cha Cha Real Smooth. Brandon,
Too
what
low,
about
bro. Too low in the rating. Too low on that list, man. I better hear some. I better hear some fucking Oscar-worthy movies in your top 5, bud.
bro? Like I said, man, this list was hard for me, dude. I love Cha
fucking
Cha Real
Morbius.
Smooth.
I'm
Say
gonna see
again?
Morbius. I said I'm gonna see fucking Morbius 5 times.
What? You just spoiled it, dude. Sick one. Sick. Now I gotta end the fucking stream. Brandon, go ahead, man. Start us off for your number 5.
To the top 5. Number 5 goes to the Batman.
Ooh, okay.
The Batman is on my list at number 5. This is just a really good noir, mystery film. I just love how this movie is a Batman movie rather than a Bruce Wayne movie that we've seen in so many other portrayals in movies. Paul Dano is my MVP in this movie. Him as the Riddler, he was a terrifying dude, and from that opening shot in the apartment building, it just immediately grabs you. And he's just a great villain to Batman's, to Batman in this movie. I also like how they portray Batman as this like terrifying creature too, or this like terrifying person. In the streets of Gotham, like you see all these thugs and geeks or whatever, just like stealing from people, and once Batman comes in, they're like, "Oh shit, you don't want to be around this guy." So I like that. I like that. The score is great. Michael Giacchino just knocks it out of the park once again. God, what else is to say about this movie? Oh, also how they portray Gotham too, as just like this dirty like New York-esque town. Just amazing. Going into it, I knew this was going to be great, and I was not disappointed in the slightest.
Nice, man. Good pick. I agree with you, the Gotham, dude. The Gotham in this world, this universe, I think is my favorite Gotham, possibly.
Oh, I agree.
It's grounded like the Dark Knight trilogy, but it's very exaggerated in the sense that we see the buildings, all the goons and stuff like this, to where it feels like its own unique city, like the Burton films, which I like. It's like the perfect combination of the two.
Isn't there a Little Caesars ad in the movie?
Is there an
ad
in the movie?
Ad in the movie?
I
know there's a bunch of product placement.
I don't know if there's
because if that is, Little Caesars is canonical to the DC universe.
Thank God it's not the DCEU. That's all I gotta fucking say.
I'm right.
Thank fucking God James Gunn can't touch my Little Caesars. Oh. Someone, Chad in the chat said, Brandon is vengeance. Dude, let me hear your best Batman impression, Brandon. Or should we wait for that for a couple mics?
Are we doing Christian Bale Batman or just whatever Batman I can come up with?
whatever Batman you can come up with now.
I am vengeance.
Get him some mics, bud. Get him some mics, and let's do that again.
Danilo, what's your number 5?
The same as him, Batman.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yep. All you people out there who are just, pissing and shitting yourself when Paul Dano got cast, clearly never saw the movie Prisoners. That's what I was excited for out of everything, dude. I knew Pattinson could act, so I didn't care that he was Batman. I was excited for that. But I was more excited to see Paul Dano for sure, as the Riddler. And boy, did he give a performance worth mentioning. Absolutely fantastic. The score is great. And you know why you listen to classical music, man? Because the Batman score comes from little old Frederick Chopin's Funeral March, man. And that's when the Imperial March comes from as well. Like those 4 little keys that are played. So see, man. See what you can learn when you listen to classical music. But anyway, dude. Great fucking movie. Great Batman. Great enemy. I like how they built a world, but they didn't just like show us everything. Mm-hmm. We got the Penguin on this side. We got the Joker here. We got the Catwoman. We got Riddler. So there's already like 4 fucking bad guys. And who's the Carmine? There's like 4 fucking bad guys right there. But it never felt like they were just shoehorning it in or just trying to show us like, all right, we got this guy planned up for number 2, this guy planned up for number 3. Mm-hmm. Like she's gonna make a comeback in number 2 or 4 or whatever. Like who gives a fuck? They wrote a story and they just let that story play out, and I really enjoyed that. And I like Matt Reeves as a director. I loved his Planet of the Apes trilogy that he had. So I was excited for this, and it did good, man. Number 5 for sure, the Batman.
It also had one of the greatest trailers I've ever seen in my life.
Trailers were pretty good, dude. Trailers were pretty good.
Yeah, with Nirvana's "Something in the Way." That was a great trailer. I just had to shout that out real quick.
Go for it, dude. David, what is your number 5, man?
My number 5 is White Noise from Noah Baumbach, which is a very strange movie that probably won't work for everybody, but and I can't speak to it as an adaptation of the book, because I know the book is like really celebrated, and some people who love the book thought it was a bad adaptation. But as a movie, from someone who hasn't read the book, it's really freaking weird and really interesting and really funny. Adam Driver is hilarious in it. Greta Gerwig is great in it. Don Cheadle almost steals the movie. It's this strange story about a family in the midst of a big disaster, and as they're trying to get away from this disaster in their town, it kind of almost encompasses all the kind of things you would expect to see in all these like classic movies. It's very Spielberg in a way. It's a little bit Jim Jarmusch, a little bit Charlie Kaufman, Wes Anderson. Like it's basically all these kinds of movies that we know and love and spend our time watching. And the whole movie, I don't want to give anything away with it. I talk more about it over on my podcast, but like the themes of it, they really go deep and it really hits hard. And if you can get behind how weird it all is, there's so many layers to it, and it's really great.
Nice, man. Nice solid pick. Number 5. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something, Danilo. You had your little hand up here, like you're about to like fix your car. I don't know, dude.
Nah, dude. I wasn't gonna say anything. I just haven't seen it yet. That's all.
Oh, I haven't either.
I want to watch. The trailer looked interesting. I didn't like. It showed me nothing, just like the other one did that he talked about, Babylon. So I was like, and I like Adam Driver, and I like Greta Gerwig, and I like Noah. So win, as Michael Scott would say.
They're both movies that I don't think anybody knew how to sell. So that's probably why they're not doing very well.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Need to watch White Noise, dude. Love Adam Driver. Fantastic actor. So I'm sold right there. I'll get to it at some point. My number 5.
Tomorrow.
Say again?
I said make that point tomorrow.
Maybe, dude. Maybe I'll watch that instead of Glass Onion. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, watch that instead of Glass Onion, man. I haven't seen the movie, but I can tell you it'll be better than Glass Onion.
On your top 10.
Yeah,
I know it's in your top 10.
It's in my top 5 honorable mentions.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy. Harold says this top 10 movie episode is going great with his plate of spaghetti. Bro, enjoy your fucking spaghetti. glad you're having with us tonight, bro.
Dish. Good dish.
Very good dish.
Are you having it with meatballs, Harold?
What?
I just asked him a question.
What's your top 5, man? What's number 5?
Number 5, I don't want to give too much about this movie away because it is currently in theater still. Yeah, dude, this is... and I understand, I just recently saw this, but this is one of the most soulful movies I've seen. Period,
Avatar
I think.
2.
Say again?
Avatar 2.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here, Cameron boy. Nah, man, this movie's so soulful. It had me in tears at several points from that third act, especially. It is, I think, the only movie I've seen this year where people are cheering in the audience during the credits. That is Brendan Fraser's The Whale. This thing's incredible. This movie tackles sexuality, addiction, and religion in such an interesting combining way of all three. Fraser gives the performance of a fucking lifetime. The makeup department better be nominated as well. If Fraser isn't, but if Fraser is not nominated, we'll be rioting here at Galaxy of Film. Abso-fucking-lutely. But the fat suit Brendan wears is great. Like it's very. It looks fucking real, dude. It's off-putting to say the least. Yeah, this movie's a fucking experience, dude. People need to watch this. I know I give Jared Leto so much shit on the show, and I didn't want to watch Requiem for a Dream until we did it on the podcast this year finally. But after watching these two movies, definitely has me sold on all of his films for the future. The Whale, man. Watch this fucking movie. It's a masterpiece, to say the least, for sure. Brandon, what's your
in the film, does he ever go, "I am the whale"? Does he ever say that in the movie?
No.
Does he, bro? All right, thank God, bro. I would have dipped out if they said that, man.
No, but my new favorite GIF is somebody made a GIF where it's the scene where he's saying people are amazing, but they changed it to Avatar is amazing, and that's my favorite GIF to post on things now.
It's fucked up. That's fucked up. Brandon, what's your number 4, dude?
Number 4 for me is Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Good pick.
I talked about this on the podcast with you, Max. I just love how satirical it is. That it is a parody on biography or biopics as a whole. Mm-hmm. It's just ridiculous nonsense, and like you said, Max, like there's no other way I could ever picture this movie about Weird Al. Like everything is just so perfect to me. Daniel Radcliffe is great in this. Everyone in this just hones in on the joke, and it just works so good. I was not expecting it to be this good as it is. It's also hilarious too, and that's what everything that I wanted in a Weird Al movie is in this movie, and maybe even a little bit more. I would change nothing about how this movie was made. Amazing. So.
Very solid pick, Brandon. I'm glad it's up there, dude. Very glad it's up there. But yeah, we sure talked about it, all right.
5 episode of the year, bro. Top 5 episode of the year.
That's my favorite episode we've ever recorded, dude. Not even gonna lie.
Honorable mention. Honorable mention.
Love when I joined in it, man. That's, I think, what really started to kick things off, really to be the best.
I think, yeah, once Danilo rocked in, that's when it just became a top episode.
I was dialed in at that point, man. I was dialed in.
It was a fun night. Fun night to talk about it.
Yeah. Weird was great, dude. That whole episode was fun. Fucking great. Danilo, what's your number 4, man?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, okay.
Is number 4. When it comes to multiverse things, this was the one that did it probably the best, in my opinion. I thought the writing on it was fantastic. I really wish I was in that meeting when the writers were giving their elevator pitch and just showing them the finished script. You know, I can't imagine what this looks like on paper. I truly cannot even imagine what this possibly looks like on paper. The acting was great by everyone. The cinematography was great. The story was fantastic. Fucking like 20 different plot lines or like 20 different like multiverse things or whatever going on, and somehow, some way, they wrapped it up beautifully in the third act and put a bow on top of it. Like I've just never. Brian, I, and Jake all talked about it. We said that exact same thing. Like, it's probably one of the movies that just got the third act completely right and everything that it did. And it's just such a wild plot with an everything bagel being, literally a black hole, to all the wacky and zany, like, hot dog fingers and everything like that, man. It was a fantastic film.
And it had a good physical release afterwards, dude. That's a nice plus,
Yeah, it
too.
did. Did indeed. And you know what? Shout out to the last movie I saw at AMC Forum 30 on Mound. Greatest theater ever.
Nice pick, man. Nice pick. David, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is a little horror comedy called Deadstream that's on Shudder. Everybody was recommending this movie to me as being like Evil Dead, but found footage. And whenever somebody says that a movie is like Evil Dead, I'm always like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, they never end up being as freaking insane and over the top and hilarious as the Evil Dead movies are. This actually kind of lived up to it. It's like 90 minutes of just nonstop funny, where it's also gory, it's also scary, it's also just completely ridiculous. And this main character, who's played by the director, Joseph Winter, he is just such an asshole. And he basically is this like YouTube streamer persona, and he's recently been canceled. And he's trying to like get back into the good graces of his channel by staging this stunt, by getting all this streamer equipment attached to him and going into a haunted house. And from there, you just know that shit's going to go bad from the second he walks in the door. And it just, very Evil Dead fashion, goes really bad from beginning to end. And it's just hilarious. And your mileage will vary depending on how much you can handle spending 90 minutes with this kind of character. But it's so funny if you can deal with this guy talking into the camera the whole time.
I'll have to check that out, dude. I like found footage stuff.
You're right on.
That sounds dope, dude. Especially if you're comparing it to Evil Dead. I'm an Evil Dead fan as well, so that'd be kind of dope to watch.
Absolutely.
Sweet, man. My number 4 is a little movie I don't expect anyone to talk about on this list, not gonna lie. But this hit home for me, dude. This is, in my opinion, like the closest thing if we were to make a Galaxy of Film movie about what we are doing with our this whole uprising of this empire we're doing here. This is the closest thing to that, it feels like. This had me in tears, the last act, of course, as well. This movie just fucking hits. That's Kevin Smith's Clerks 3, dude. I absolutely fucking love this movie. You have the first Clerks film, which is great, but is very, amateurly shot and everything like that, to a kind of shit sequel. Like, it's funny, but it's bad still. Clerks 2 sucks. We all know this. Clerks 3 somehow manages to not only fix this trilogy and put a bow on it, but in my opinion, this is his best film, period, for Kevin Smith. It's very meta, discussing his whole heart attack and him making a film right after he recovered from the heart attack with his friends. But yeah, man, like this thing, he manages to draw emotion to characters that you never really gave a fuck about. Like, you just enjoying watching these two fucks for two movies and for several cameos for all these years, not really giving a shit about them. And finally, in his third act, he manages to go ahead and not only draw emotion to him, but to draw emotion to where it fucking hurts seeing these characters go through what they're going through at the end of the day. Very heavy film. Love this movie to death. Have watched it a couple of times since this came out. I need to watch it again now that I have it physically. Clerks 3, definitely one of my favorite movies to look back on this year, for sure. For sure. Brandon, what is your number 3, man?
My number 3 is Disney Plus's Pinocchio. No. I'm kidding.
He's leaving.
I'm joking. I'm talking about Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is my number 3 movie of the year.
Okay.
Nice.
Animation as a whole just does not, especially like in 2022, just did not get the love that is many people want it to be, especially the former Disney CEO who talked some crap about animation. But regardless, especially stop motion, actually. Stop motion, it never gets enough credit as it should. And Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is just one of those great examples. It's a dark retelling of, the classic story that we all know. And there's also just an uplifting side to this story. If you ever seen the original Disney Pinocchio, how, thematical it is, and, just like a learning tool pretty much as a movie, not to do what Pinocchio does. But I just love how this movie takes it where, people are, taking advantage of Pinocchio, but you also see, this, grieving father who lost his son, in the midst of World War One, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And, seeing this recreated wooden boy who has the spirit of his past son trying to cope with him throughout this movie, and finding the love, and finding these two characters, just seeing the love between these two characters by the end of the film is just, it gets you emotional by the end. The score just helps it so much. It really just brings a tear to your eye when you just see these two characters just with the love of each other.
Mm-hmm.
The music's great too. The songs that are in this movie they just really help tell the story that much better. Wonderful voice acting too. Christoph Waltz is in this movie. Forget who else is in this movie. Regardless, stop motion itself is just one of my favorite genres of filmmaking, and I wish I could just make a film just like that. I know the process is just excruciating, how many takes this just takes to make. But that's just what makes it so special to watch in this almost probably a little over 2 hours. Amazing film.
I need to watch this one still, dude. It's on my list for a minute. I don't want to have the Disney Plus one affect my viewing of this, because I hated the Disney Plus one.
It is the complete opposite. Complete opposite.
I know, dude. I don't want to have that memory before I watch it. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's really good. It's one of my honorable mentions for sure.
Dang. I have to watch it soon, man. I've heard nothing but great things from him. Nothing but great things. Danilo, what's number 3, dude?
I don't know if this came out in 2022. I think it came out in 2021, but it didn't come to a theater for me in 2022. I watched it in 2022, and you know what? I don't really care, dude. This movie sent me into emotional breakdown at 9:30 at night for 3 hours. The Worst Person in the World, dude. Some Swedish French film or something. It's on Hulu. Fucking phenomenal, dude. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. It's about relationships. It's about trying to find, being yourself. It just connects with you. In just ways that it's about doing drugs, having bonds with people. It's a real, about dreaming. It's just a real good movie, man. It is a real good movie.
Isn't it in the Criterion Collection now, I think, physically?
Yeah, I picked that up this summer. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice. Heard nothing but great things about that as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. She's in another A24 project coming out soon, too. Resonate something. Or no, I don't know, dude. The main actress or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, dude. No, it was a great film. It was a great film, dude. There's a scene where time is slowed down, and then it's frozen, and she's walking the streets of whatever city she's in. Mm-hmm. Great directing too, man. Great directing.
Nice, man. Nice pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
David, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is The Banshees of Inisherin from Martin McDonagh, which, and I think in a perfect world, this movie takes absolutely everything at the Oscars. It should be Best Picture, it should be Screenplay, Director. Colin Farrell should win Best Actor, even over Brendan Fraser, although Brendan Fraser's awesome too. Barry Keoghan supporting, Terry Condon supporting actress. Carter Burwell score. Everything in this movie is just firing on all cylinders. It is pretty much perfect. It's so dark and so funny and so sweet. It's all about these two guys who live on this island off of Ireland, and one day one of them just wakes up and decides he doesn't want to be friends with the other guy. And it's a small community, so they can't really get away from one another. And the one guy, played by Colin Farrell, is like, "Why don't you want to be my friend anymore?" And the other guy, Brendan Gleeson, he's like, "I just want to make music and I don't really want to hang out anymore." And that's it. And that's the very simple setup. And it's so sharply written and so funny the way that everything's performed. And it's an incredible movie. And I hope if you guys haven't seen it, you go check it out.
I'm going to have to check it out, dude. I love Colin Farrell.
I have to check that out, too.
Colin Farrell's wonderful, dude. Absolutely.
He's so good. Yeah, he had 4 great roles this year. With the Batman, 13 Lives was actually surprisingly pretty good, and then After Yang. So 4 really great roles. It's a crazy year for him.
Knockout fucking year for Farrell, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Number 3 for me, man. This movie is... it's only low on the list because it's a favorite list. I do think this is worthy of Best Picture, in my opinion. If it's nominated, which I think it will be, I'll definitely be rooting for it. Everything Everywhere All at Once, man. What more can I say about this that hasn't been said already? Like, this takes care of everything everywhere all in one fucking movie. Yeah, this is just fucking bonkers. It's still taking me time to process upon two watches total. Definitely need to rewatch this again at some point, but great performances, and I was really, really happy to see Short Round back on the screen, dude. So fucking glad to see him back on there. Huge fan of him. So, glad he's back. Everything Everywhere All at Once, number 3. Brandon, what's your number 2, man?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, I'll just keep it brief.
Mm-hmm.
The editing just is so phenomenal in this movie. It really just makes you believe you're in this multiverse story, which I agree is the best multiverse movie of the year. No question about it. I just love how it mixes both being ridiculous with like examples like the hot dog fingers or them being like rocks by the end of the movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it also blends this like heart and just like this special like, despite this whole world being fucked as it is, there's something to you can at least count on one thing to appreciate about it. And that's what sold me on by the end of this movie. I will say the one thing that knocks it from being number 1 is I feel like the last 10-ish minutes go on a little bit too long, and they just feel like they're just tacking on everything by the end of it. That's how I feel. But everything else just works for this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis, Short Round, like you said, even with all like that's including like all that stuff that happened in his career, just to see him again in a role, it's just great to see. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can say that hasn't already been said.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Good pick. Very good pick, man. Danilo, what's your number 2?
My top 5s are stuff that sometimes I won't go back and watch or rewatch for a very long time, but they're a movie that'll stay with me for a very long time as well, dude. Number 2 is Blonde. That was an intense movie, man, but I loved it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. It's an interesting story for sure. Everything about it's just, just her life is very interesting to me. The trauma she had, everything like that. I think she gave a fucking phenomenal performance, Ana de Armas. I hope she's up for an Oscar. I really think it's deserving. It's a long movie for sure. It's like, what, 250 almost? It's like almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
I think it's closer to 3, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But, no, it was fantastic, man. It was fantastic. The stories were great. The chapters were phenomenal. I loved when we went black and white. I loved how we just saw, like, I shouldn't say I love, but it was interesting to see just this woman who, like, we think, she just has it all together, is just crippling, dude. Just falling apart at, like, every given chance that, like, she has to admit it to herself. where she can just be, I don't even know her fucking name, dude, besides Marilyn Monroe. Jean something? Mary
Norma
Jean?
Jean.
Yeah, Norma Jean, that's it, dude. Yeah, where she can just be herself. Norma Jean, dude. She's just crumbling when she turns into her than when she's Marilyn Monroe. But no, dude, great fucking film. Great fucking film.
Great pick, dude. I'm glad that was up on your list. I was kind of wondering about that one.
Yeah, dude.
It's great.
It's a dark watch, but it's just phenomenal.
I agree, dude. It still holds up for me as well, man. I know I had a lot of controversy coming out after we did that episode. Like, because we woke up at like 9 a.m. on a Wednesday to watch that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember I got my coffee, dude. That was the first thing I watched. I got my coffee. I didn't even watch TikTok. I got my coffee and sat down and watched her mom driving to the fucking forest of California burning. And she's like, let me go. I'm like, what the fuck are we in for? She comes out naked and the girl has to run to her neighbors.
Yeah, dude, I was eating a bowl of Captain Crunch watching that.
Yeah, dude, yeah. What a way to wake up, man.
Yeah, what a fucking...
Great film. Go watch it, guys.
David, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the movie that meant the most to me this year, and that is 3,000 Years of Longing, which I know a lot of people did not like. I think a big part of the problem is that it was sold as the next big, crazy, over-the-top action movie from George Miller, the guy who made Mad Max Fury Road. And that is just not the right way to sell this movie. This is a movie about storytelling and how important storytelling is. It's about reconnecting with our own creativity after losing that. It is about how important our own personal stories are, and about staying connected with our storytelling and creativity. And there's so many beautiful things about this movie. I think people just kind of got this movie wrong, to be honest. A lot of people left it thinking it was a movie about a love story between a genie and a woman, and it is not that. That is not what the movie is at all. And it's also not this big giant action movie from George Miller. It's not that either. What it is so much better than either of those two things. And Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton are both so good. And I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those movies that everyone claims to love in like 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, I get that vibe too, man. I get that vibe. This one slipped under the radar for me, man, but I remember that poster very vividly. Nice poster for sure. Have to check that out, man. I'm glad it's on your list. I was wondering if that would pop up for someone too. Very
Absolutely.
glad.
That's what I thought it was, dude. I thought it was a love story for sure.
Yeah, that's what most people got out of it, and I'm just saying that when you get to it, just know that that's not what the movie's about.
No, I'm excited to go see it more, man. Or I want to go see it more because I was like,
right on.
No fucking love story, but no, sounds cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
Nice. My number 2 is also the movie that meant the most to me this year. Little A24 film. Earlier in this episode, Danilo mentioned specifically something I was kind of hoping he would, so it wouldn't sound off-putting or random. Probably the most important person in my world, in my life, is my Oma. Dude, I have no secret to that. I talked about her during the Elvis episode, and I didn't do an episode on this film at all. I know to or anything. But Marcel the Shell with Shoes On hit home so much.
Oh.
Like last year I discussed about Come On, the Joaquin Phoenix A24 film, how that movie really like highlighted the relationship between a nephew and an uncle, and I was once incredibly close to my uncle. So like that movie hit really hard home for me for that reason, but like Marcel the Shell is the relationship with a grandson and grandmother, dude. Like my Oma has been my right-hand man for the last 23 years of my life, it feels like. This movie had me in utter tears, you know?
Good.
No, for real, dude. This is, like, the most heartfelt thing I'd seen in a long time. So glad I had a chance to see this in theaters. Yeah, man, I adore this movie to fucking death, for sure. Like, this movie just makes me want to hug my Oma 1,000 times harder, dude, every time I see her. Every time. Excellent fucking movie. You need to get to 4K. Because A24 did one of those,
Special one.
Yeah, they're just special releases. I don't even know what those are called, dude. The little booklet things. But, yeah, man, great fucking movie. Incredibly underrated. Adore this to absolute death. Really do. This was a tough one for me, man. This was really almost number 1. Really almost. But, speaking...
This is the one movie on, like, anyone's list today that I haven't actually gotten a chance to see yet, and I really cannot wait to see it. It actually ended up on both Josh Bell and Jason Harris's top 10 lists on our Piecing It Together episode that comes out tomorrow. So I really need to see it.
So good, man. So good.
Man.
It's great. Speaking of things that are good and great and what we think are the best, now it's time for our number one, guys. Before you guys give me your number one, I want to hear your honorable mention, which is our number 11 spot, which is what barely didn't make into this episode, this list. Brandon, what is your honorable mention and then your number one film of the year?
Boy, my honorable mention. Let's see. All the movies. Like I said, I didn't watch a lot of movies this year that I probably should have, and I'm definitely going to check out more movies right around Oscar season. So that's going to be, good couple months for me at least. If anything, though, my honorable mention would probably have to go to Sonic 2.
Okay. Fuck yeah,
I didn't even know that came out that came out this year?
Yeah.
It did.
This year, yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. What is 2022, man? I thought it was like 2021. Holy fuck, dude.
Again, I mean, I like the first one. It was just one of those better video game adaptations that it doesn't take itself seriously. It's an enjoyable film, the first one. And going into this one, I know my sister loves Sonic, by the way, so I went to go see this with her. I wasn't super excited as she was going into this, but I just remember just having just an enjoyable time with this. I said Idris Elba. Who else could play Knuckles? Mm-hmm. Honestly, the one downside was. What'd you say?
You said who else could play Knuckles, dude? I said Jerry Springer.
Fuck up, Danilo. Can't even talk now. I would just say the one thing I was disgusted with this movie was seeing Jim Carrey twerk.
You were disgusted by that, dude? That's better than She-Hulk.
Disgusted.
Yeah, which would you rather see, dude? If you're in a torture room, eyes peeled open like in A Clockwork Orange for 10 hours, which would you rather see on repeat? She-Hulk twerk for 10 hours? You don't get any food, you don't get any water. This is literally you're being tortured, dude. And this is just in your eyes, man. Jim Carrey or She-Hulk, man? Which one are you picking?
I don't know. I still like Tatiana Maslany, so I guess She-Hulk a bit.
Come on.
Dude.
Out of context from the show. Gosh. This is out of context.
I guess, dude.
Okay. What's your number one, man?
So, yeah. Okay. Going to my number one. We had some blockbusters this year. A lot of them disappointed. Mm-hmm. Cheap IP grabs, a bunch of Marvel blockbusters that didn't really do as well. Jurassic World Dominion, a lot of people didn't like that movie. So, there were, a pretty good handful of IP, related blockbusters that came out this year. But this blockbuster, despite it being tied to a previous movie before, nails the blockbuster aspect so perfectly, and I hope some of us can agree that this is number one. It's Top Gun Maverick.
Nice.
Top Gun Maverick. Listen, I'll just say this. I watched Top Gun for the first time the day before I went to go see Top Gun Maverick. And I enjoyed it for being this cheesy 80s film with Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. It's one of those 80s movies where if you think of a movie in the 80s, you think of Top Gun. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just, like, the cheesiness of it, and it just works for, its time. And going to Top Gun Maverick, I went with my mom to go see this because she was a big Top Gun, lover. And we were just blown away, both of us. Blown away. I was really not expecting anything from this movie. I just went to go see it with my mom, just, catch a flick on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
But I was completely flabbergasted almost at this. Some of the best cinematography that I've seen all year, hands down. And that's real jets. That's like real jet footage that you're seeing on screen too. Like how authentic this is. The sound design is amazing. The story itself is, a story we've seen before, but it's one of those stories where you just know that the audience is just going to root for the protagonist by the end. And it just works so good in this movie. I honestly, like, Tom Cruise is probably one of the only, like, great movie stars that we have left in today's age, and he just dedicates himself to films, and you could just tell it by his performances, every single one, and especially in Top Gun Maverick. I'd be surprised if he didn't get an Oscar nomination for this. Like, I feel like he deserves it for this performance, and this movie itself is just going to get a bunch of nominations. I just know it at the Oscars for every single thing. Cinematography, sound, it's just the perfect cheesy blockbuster movie that you want to go see in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's really not. I am speechless for how well this film is. Top Gun Maverick is the best movie of 2022, in my opinion.
Okay, dude. Some strong words for Top Gun. I'm feeling it, man. I feel you. Nice. Very nice pick, dude. Very nice. I'm glad that Sonic 2 was in your honorable mention. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of more hyped for that. Just because I'm glad Sonic 2 is still getting love. Did a what?
You haven't seen that yet?
Oh, I saw opening night in Dolby, dude. Fuck yeah, I saw
okay,
Sonic 2 in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I brought like 10 people with me to go see the first Sonic, dude. It's great. Love it.
Nice.
I stole the Slurpee sign for Sonic, the first one. Where he's holding the blue icy. I stole the shit to my fridge, bro. So fucking good. Sonic 2 is dope. But good top 10 list overall, Brandon. I'm sorry, I'm focused on your number 11, buddy.
Thank you.
Danilo, what's your number 1, man? And your honorable mention, excuse me.
So the honorable mention only gets honorable mention, dude, because it's just by a director I like. But it's Nope, dude. That had to be that's his worst fucking film he's ever put out to date, man. I liked all his Twilight episodes better than that shit. But yeah, just because he's Jordan Peele gets the honorable mention, man. That's all. But number 1, dude, it's a movie you recommend. It's a movie you said that was on your top 10. Yours was just way too fucking low, dude. Cha-Cha Real Smooth, man. I remember I turned this fucking on one night on Apple TV, dude. I was like, you know what? Just got done watching Ted Lasso. Cha-Cha Real Smooth, I remember. Had some good reception coming out of Sundance. I was like, let me watch it. Fuck it. Why not? It's early still in the evening or whatever, so I'll finish the movie before like midnight, so I'll still be like wide awake and ready to process it all. Yeah, dude, I'm real happy I did that because we need time to process it all. It's just about friendship and love and family, what it means to be family, loving people that just can be your friends. It is a fantastic movie. It is a feel-good, fantastic movie, man. From when they're with the t-shirts in the beginning all the way to the end when the husband comes in. Everything about it is just so great.
I'm glad it's number 1, dude, for you. That movie's fucking fantastic.
It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. It has me emotional throughout so many parts, man. So many parts.
Dude, I'm upset it didn't get a physical release, dude. I wish it would. I wish Apple would push those.
Yeah, I love you, Apple, but fuck you guys for not doing that. That pisses me off, bro. We got one physical release from Apple TV, and it was the fucking A24 thing with the...
Oh, On the Rocks?
Yeah, dude, the fuck? No one's gonna watch that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I know. I watched On the Rocks when it came out, dude. Fucking terrible.
Yeah. Dude, send me that copy, dude, and I'll burn it for you.
No, I watched it on Apple TV, bro. I wasn't buying that. As much as I love, Bill Murray and stuff, dude, and Rashida Jones, man. I love her, too. I did not like On the Rocks.
Yeah, fuck those two people, man. I just want Ted Lasso on a Blu-ray, too, man. I can't even get that. But I have Apple Music, man, and you know what? That has Apple TV with it as well. So shout out to you, Apple Music.
Not So Real Smooth is really good, and if you guys haven't seen his previous film Shithouse, you should watch that. It's really good too.
I have not. I'll have to check. I'm writing that down right now. Shithouse.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's even better, honestly.
Ooh, dang.
Ooh, sweet. When did that come out?
I think it was 2020.
Oh, okay, so it's still recent. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll definitely check that out, dude. Sweet. Nice, man. David, what is your honorable mention before you get to your favorite film of the year?
I have a lot of honorable mentions. Like I said, my list is long, but I guess if I have to narrow it down to one, I'm going with Bones and All, which is such a unique and interesting movie to have this love story between these two young people and then to make them be cannibals is just such a different kind of story that you've never really quite seen before. And even though it's pretty clearly inspired by some other classic love stories, I mean, that twist is definitely its own thing, and the performances are fantastic. The score from Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, it's my favorite Trent Reznor score since The Social Network, and it's great. So that's my honorable mention. And my number one is Top Gun Maverick, because
let's go.
Everything Brandon said. I mean, it's the perfect blockbuster movie. Tom Cruise is the last movie star, really, and everyone else in the movie is fantastic. Glenn Powell, Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, they're all so good. Everything about it is so exciting, so much fun, and it's the rare time when the big populist hit really is the best movie. It's like that never happens, and it's just that good. And I just rewatched it, like I said, on New Year's Eve, and it held up at home. I had seen it twice in the theaters. It held up at home. It's just it's nonstop fun, and I don't even like the original that much. I grew up with it, and it's fine. It's just
this blows the first one out the water.
Blows it out of the water. You're absolutely
no
right.
doubt.
So good.
I hadn't even seen the first one until I watched Maverick.
Yeah.
But after I watched Maverick, dude, I wanted to fucking sign up for the goddamn Air Force right afterwards.
Slow down now, buddy. Slow down.
Yeah, we'll slow down that, but yeah, for sure.
Maverick is fucking great, dude. Maverick is an adrenaline rush for sure of a film.
Bet you like that beach scene, don't you, man?
Bro, I wanted to be on the beach, for fuck's sake, bro. I wish I had a fucking mustache. Gonna go ahead and play some football on the beach and hop on a fighter pilot. Come on,
why wasn't that your Halloween costume, man?
Why wasn't that my Halloween costume?
Yeah, dude, you already got the mustache. Should have shaved off the rest, dude. Yeah, dude. Come on now.
Next year, dude. I got you.
I'm already planning ahead, bro. I'm already planning ahead for you, man. Got NC State. Pick up a few baddies. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. 4 Brags nearby. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Very good pick, David. Very good pick. Nice. For me, man, my honorable mention. This is one movie that will forever stick with me, I feel like. Right now, it's Terrifier 2, dude. Damien Leone is the next John Carpenter, by all means. He's a fantastic director, does his own, special effects makeup, and does a great score for this piece. This was a hard watch, for sure. I definitely had to pause. Thankfully, we bootlegged the fuck out of this, then go, I'll see you in the theater. But
dude.
No, dude, I don't give a fuck. I didn't bootleg it. Someone else did.
Wow,
I'm just there watching it.
Way to support local cinema, buddy. Because of you, I have to see Ant-Man Quantumania, bro. Because of people like you, I get Ant-Man Quantumania.
This is why movie theaters are dying because of you, Max.
I'll buy the 4K, dude. I'll make it up to him. I'm not doing 2 copies.
Wow.
But
now you got to double the viewing times. You go watch a movie in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. To make up for it.
Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, Terrifier 2 is my honorable mention. This thing's fucking insane. We just did an episode like last week on this, so go check it out if you want to hear a full review on it. Yeah, this is just fucking nuts. Absolutely. And definitely stuck with me. Like I said, Damien Leone is a fantastic director. Cannot wait to see what he does elsewise, not with just in the Terrifier franchise, because he did confirm a third one finally, or since we had recorded the episode. But I can't wait to see what he does elsewise, dude. Can't wait to see. I know the guy who plays Art the Clown is already doing other like horror projects. He's in that the Grinch horror film. I think he plays the Grinch specifically, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Hopefully hosting the Oscars.
But my number one film for this year, dude, I have watched these movies since I was a fucking kid. Have idolized them so much growing up, especially in like middle school, dude. If you look at some of my content I was creating for CBD12 at the time, I heavily referenced these films. But this movie blew me away so much to where, you know how we're obviously all in the film, we're all very passionate. There's hypothetical situations where we wish we could make movies, obviously, right? Like what we would do different or whatnot. This movie makes me realize I should not only never make a movie in this series, but I have no desire to anymore, because I don't think this can be beat almost, dude. It's very high up for me. That is The Batman. I fucking loved this movie. This is, for me, when we talked about Kenobi on the podcast, and how seeing Vader and Kenobi finally had my heart racing to see this character on the screen for the first time. Like, it was terrifying at certain points for Vader. That was the experience I had for Batman in this film. Paul Dano is great in this. Like you said in the opening scene where he's in the apartment building Brandon, fucking incredible and eerie. Colin Farrell as the Penguin is mind-blowing. Didn't even reckon. If I did not know that was Colin Farrell, I would not know it's him.
That's great makeup. That is great makeup.
Incredible. Can't wait to see what his little HBO Max series will be about. And how long that will even go for, too. But I fell in love with this universe that Matt Reeves was able to create. And I think you said it best. I think it was Danilo said it this episode, actually. He introduces so many characters and so many villains, but none of them are shoehorned in, surprisingly. Which is a reoccurring issue in, of course, superhero films, but in Batman films as well, specifically. And this is the only one to truly nail that, I feel like. Matt Reeves, you made a damn good Batman movie, dude. I was upset we never got that Ben Affleck piece. But I'm glad this is what came out in that slate instead. Absolutely.
Fuck Ben Affleck.
Go to hell, dude. Fuck
Jeez.
you. Go to hell. But anyways, dude, yeah, The Batman's my number one of the year. I fucking loved this movie. It was very close, though, with Marcel the Shell. That movie made me feel and appreciate film. The Batman made me feel like a kid again. You know, it reminded me of why I wanted to make movies again, in a sense. But yeah, dude.
That's a strong pick. The way you feel about Batman is how I feel about Top Gun Maverick. Like, that's a movie where, like, that's, like, after watching it, I'm like, this is the reason why I want to be in movies. Or this is the reason why I want to be a part of making movies. Mm-hmm. It's just stuff like that, all just piecing well together. Great. Aha, piecing it together.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
That was actually pretty good.
That wasn't bad, man. I'll give you that.
It wasn't bad at all. Danilo.
And speaking of not bad, Little Caesars, if you're out there and if one of your representatives ever comes across this video, we at Galaxy of Film would love to sponsor your pizza. It is one of the greatest pizzas to ever grace this planet. Actually, it is the best pizza to grace this planet. At a price of only $6 or $5, wherever you are located, you cannot beat those prices. What is that, man? A car wash? You know, not even a tank of gas? It is the greatest piece of pizza on earth. You can get wings, you can get breadsticks, you can get deep dish, you can customize your own crust. Marinara sauce is fantastic. They stay open late. Little Caesars, please sponsor us. Everyone, go out there to your local Caesars.
And now, you can't forget the Batman pizza they had, dude. They had that, too. They had everything, man.
Little Caesars is in the Batman movie because they did that promotion with Little Caesars.
Fat Calzone.
Yeah.
Fat Calzone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another reason why the Batman's good.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, dude. It was pretty dope. Oh, Danilo, I think that's going to wrap it up for this podcast this week, dude.
No, man, I want to read what Chad Freeman said. Number 1, dash cam.
I didn't even see he put his picks.
What?
I didn't even see he put his picks in here, dude. Sweet. Go ahead, read them off.
Dude. Fucking. Number 1, dash cam. Number 2, RRR. Number 3, The Batman. Number 4, Poser. Number 5, You Won't Be Alone. Number 6, Don't Worry, Darling. Chad, you and I need to have a discussion, dude. If that's on your number 6, man. I'm really excited to hear why that's up there. Number 7, Petite My Man. Number 8, Bones and All. You know, my sister read those books. I have to see that movie just because my sister wouldn't shut up about reading the fucking books. Number 9, Terrifier 2. Number 10, Emancipation. Shout out to Will Smith.
Absolutely.
Number 11, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Interesting. I haven't heard of almost any of these, but I'm
I've
excited
heard
to
of
go.
RRR actually. I've heard
I'm
some
excited
things
to go
about it.
see him. I'm excited.
It's
to go
great.
see him.
RRR is awesome. Good pick from Chad there. And also You Won't Be Alone is a really good movie, too.
I heard about that one. That's about the only one I did hear from his list, but I'll have to go back and check these out, man. See what they're streaming.
Yeah, especially Dash Cam. I remember the trailer for that, dude. I thought that was early 2020, right? Or 2022?
Yeah, earlier in the year, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was last year for some reason, man. Gosh, that feels like 1,000 years ago. But don't worry, darling.
I know. Interesting. Especially at number 6, too. So it was like mid, it was mid for him, too.
Yeah.
Only a polarizing movie, that one was.
What else we got
Really,
going on in
man?
the chat, dude? What else we got going on in the chat, Danilo?
Nothing much. He just said Terrifier 2 rules, Bones and All rules.
We got support from Harold's other channel.
Yeah, Morbius. Chad said he'd rather see She-Hulk, bro, rather than Jim Carrey as well. So that's interesting, getting tortured like that.
Great. Hey, great.
It's morbing time. Hell yeah. I am the whale. Hell yeah. Just a reference to Killing of the Sacred Deer. You know what? That's a fantastic movie. That's a fantastic movie.
I refuse to watch it, dude. I refuse. Okay, I hate the lobster.
That's fine, dude. Go watch Rise of Skywalker again, bud. Just let me know how somehow he has returned is, better than anything else. Yeah. Fuck Star Wars, but go get your Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah.
Or go to your local Chili's.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget the Chili's, dude. Can't forget the Chili's.
We'll take a
Ellen margaritas.
Yeah, keep on sipping on the Wakanda water, buddy.
Okay. Settle down there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. David, it's been a blast having you on, like always, dude. Where can our listeners and viewers find you if they don't follow you already?
Yeah, you can check out Piecing It Together wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media at Piecing Pod. We have our top 10 films of the year episode coming up tomorrow. And I also just put out a new album. I'm a music composer as well as a podcaster. And the album's called More Content. It's available anywhere you can find music.
Hell yeah, dude. Links down below as well, you guys. Links down below. Check them out. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Danilo, what do we got going on next week, man?
Oh, I got no fucking... Oh, Megan and Child's Play. 2 movies that Max once again recommended, just like he recommended Pinocchio, the Disney Plus movie. So it's either next podcast I'm not going to be alive because I had to see this shit, or somehow they were just both fantastic. But I already saw one of them. And I'll tell you, we're leaning towards we're not going to be here for next week's episode. So we will see what happens.
Bring all the alcohol, Danilo.
Oh, I will be. Tuesday night, it's about to be a fun Tuesday night. Guess I get to join the middle class of working. Getting drunk on a Tuesday night.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So, man, you come on now. Come on.
God, we also dropped an LFG last week on Glass Onion with Brandon as well.
No.
No?
That episode.
Oh, I thought you were on that, Brandon.
Stick one, dude. Stick one, boss. Doesn't even know the content we're putting out. No, dude. Me and Jake ran that
Nice
shit.
job.
It was a good time. I am more positive with it for sure because it's not a bad movie, man. It just wasn't what I don't know. You're just not gonna beat Knives Out. I just don't think you'll beat that. But yeah, be sure to check that out.
Oh, I'm not tripping, dude. He asked about it originally. That's what I'm thinking of.
I was originally interested, but I backed out.
That's what I'm tripping. Yeah. Check it out though. Glass Onion. You did an LFG. Good shit, dude. For our listeners out there, guys, check out the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing more of these Galaxy of Film live episodes. You can follow us on YouTube at Galaxy of Film Productions. Check out the website, galaxyoffilm.com, for all of our podcasts, filmmaking content, and videography stuff we got going on there as well. All of our portfolios are there. We got some good shit, man. Good shit. You can go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Galaxy of Film. Join the Galaxy of Film fan group while you're at it, too. Our buddy Shamim runs that. We have a good time in there every once in a while. But, yeah, Daniel, that's going to wrap it up this week, I think, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm just sorry, dude. I went on Apple Music because I wanted to see his music, man. Dude, nice profile pic for Apple Music, man. That shit goes hard.
Thank you.
Nice, man. Nice. For our listeners, thank you.
Dude. Check it out, man. Check it out on Apple Music.
Hell yeah.
For our listeners, if you enjoy the show, please consider leaving us a review on Spotify and iTunes. It truly does help out the show much more than you can imagine. And we'll stay tuned for next week, guys. We're talking Child's Play and Megan. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys. Do you have a thing for this, Danielle, you want to do? Well,
No, there was nothing good, bro. There was nothing good.
Damn.
We're on coke. Come on now. We can't be saying that on air.
Cocaine Bear?
Can't wait for Cocaine Bear, dude. Can't wait for Cocaine Bear.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah. I haven't even seen the trailer yet.
It looks
It's
incredible.
the best trailer.
It's just.
It just sounds ridiculous, and I want to be. I gotta watch it now.
Yeah. Can't wait for it, dude. Can't wait.
We line up cocaine first and then watch it.
We're actually going to be doing a live episode on it here in Las Vegas at a theater. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I haven't announced it yet, but we'll be announcing it in like a couple of weeks here.
Well, this was your announcement. We're still streaming.
Hey, that's fine. Yep. Anyone still listening? Come to Vegas.
Come to fucking Vegas.
Come to Vegas.
Hell yeah, guys.
That sold me, man. It's funny because I was just telling my mom the other day. I was like, you know where I will never want to go, even for a vacation, is Vegas.
Really?
If you're telling me we're gonna go to Vegas, do a line of blow, watch Cocaine Bear, then get a live show while doing cocaine with Cocaine Bear, I'm pumped, dude. There has to be a fucking bear somewhere in Vegas. We can just bring this thing and just slap a pound of coke on him.
I'm sure you can find one.
Vegas
Just a wild bear in the deserts of Las Vegas.
We're making the sequel is what I'm hearing right now.
Cocaine Bear 2, Lost in Las Vegas.
Lost in Las Vegas. That's great, actually. Jesus Christ. Oh, let's go ahead and end this stream, guys. For our viewers, thank you for tuning in for this. It's been great. You guys were a great chat this stream. We're definitely going to keep doing more of these. I don't know when our next one is lined up, but we'll be doing more, hopefully. So, I know we're doing Ant-Man next month. For sure live. That'll be fun. Hopefully. Well, watch it just be a shit show.
Excited for that, dude. That's the one I am excited for, not gonna lie.
I'm kind of excited for it.
I just want to know what the hell Kang's gonna do, dude. I don't know anything about Kang, so it's gonna be interesting to see a villain I don't know nothing about,
That's fair.
Because, I don't know what the fuck his superpowers are, dude. He seems like a god. How do you defeat a god?
Guess you'll find out.
Pray?
Or something.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for listening to the stream, dudes. Check us out. Subscribe to Galaxy Film Productions. Stay tuned for more of these things. Thanks, guys.